Hello, and welcome to Your Health. I am your hostess, Cherie Cofied. On today's show, we're going to talk to 4 experts on how to stay fit and healthy, how to de-stress and unwind through spa treatment, total women's wellness, and how to maintain that girlish figure through nutrition. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I had a problem. I just couldn't stop littering. I shoved newspapers between bus seats, and when my cup was empty, I just threw it anywhere. Oh! This trash, it was just sticking to me. People didn't like me. I couldn't get on the bus. Oh, I finally realized it's time for me to do my part.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome home, man.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere.
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My first guest, Mr. Christopher Goode, AAAI certified and International Sports Medicine certified personal trainer and cardio kickboxer. Christopher is going to share with us some details on how to stay fit and healthy. Thank you so much, Christopher, for joining me today to talk about fitness. It's a very, very important part of our lives. So we just want to talk to you, ask you a couple questions. Why do you think it's so important to stay active?
I think it's very important to stay active. I think we don't know the future, so therefore it's very imperative for us to stay ahead of the game. We all have hereditary diseases that are probably up and coming in our lives as we get older. So therefore, if we keep the body well balanced and well toned, we definitely can prolong that for a longer living life.
How does a person determine how long and that they should work out?
It all depends. I mean, you definitely want to start off gradually. You want to work your way into it. You don't want to overdo it and have yourself in a worse situation than what you started out as. You want to just take it one day at a time and just pace yourself. And as you feel as though you are, coming into your own, you can continue to increase your intensity.
Now, what about the ratio? You hear a lot about doing cardio versus weight training or weightlifting. How do you balance it out? What's the ratio to cardio in comparison to weight training that a person should do?
Oh, okay. I wouldn't really say it's a balance. I think, to balance it out, I think you need to collaborate the two. I think you need to work out a little cardio in the beginning, get the blood circulating. Therefore, then when you start to build your muscles, you got good circulation, and you don't feel that rigid sand. Like as if to say you've never done no exercises before. Your body is nice and fluid. It's just like putting oil into an engine. Mm-hmm. It runs smoothly. I would suggest to do maybe 5 minutes of cardio before and maybe 10 to 20 afterwards. Therefore, when you build your muscle, you also condition your heart to be able to adapt to carry that type of muscle around.
Okay. So definitely what I'm hearing you say is that balance is very important.
Most definitely.
Okay. So then what about enhancing your workouts? How do you know when it's time to enhance your workout?
It becomes repetitious. Your body becomes bored. And when it becomes bored, you don't feel that burn the next day or that burn after the workout. You'll feel yourself increasing in strength and stamina because you'll feel like you can go a little longer. Even though you may only have your day set out for an hour, you may feel like, wow, I could go another hour. That means that you need to increase the intensity of your workout. That way you can get your burn early and you can get it over with.
Okay, so it's individualized. Each person has to.
Yeah, everybody's growth is an individual basis. It just you feel within.
Okay, great. Now we mentioned earlier that you're a personal trainer. So I know that's the new craze. Everyone says, "Oh, I have a personal trainer." What are the benefits of having a personal trainer?
A personal trainer is a motivator. The same way you feel as though you look at some of the sports. They have head coaches, they have team captains. You feed off of your motivator. It takes you to a level that you may not be able to reach, but that motivator gets you to that level. And that's what I love to do, motivate. It's a blessing to be able to help people and be able to take them to levels that they didn't think they would ever be able to reach.
Right, because sometimes after that second or third rep, I'm like, oh, I'm done, I'm tired.
Yes.
But that personal trainer will push you to do that last little push.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. That's the beauty of it, and to be happy to see people grow within is truly a blessing.
That's great. That's great. Now we see a lot of people talking about protein shakes, supplements. I mean, you can walk down the aisle in one of the health stores and you see so many options. How do you choose what's right for your body, what's not going to harm you in the end?
I think that's a level that you may want to just take a lot of caution in. Speak to your physician. Definitely let them know what your plans are and what you're trying to do. You definitely need to pay attention to your ingredients as far as like what vitamins, what supplements they are putting into these health shakes, because it may not benefit you. It may be harmful to you. Just take caution when you take that into consideration. But protein is definitely crucial to the body because it helps support the muscles. So you definitely want to have some type of supplement if you're really working out extremely hard.
Can you give us just maybe 3 tips? Summer's right around the corner. Everybody, like you said, is ready to get those tight bodies, get ready for the swimwear. Can you give us just 3 tips or 3 pieces of advice to give to the audience so that they know how to get the most out of their workouts?
Okay, definitely keep track of what you're doing. A lot of people, they walk into the gym and they kind of just go in and just grab and push and pull. If you can, notate it. Just try to keep a track. Secondly, pay attention to your diet and your eating times. Definitely try not to eat after 6 if you don't get off work until 5:30, 6 o'clock. Just try to minimize your after-hour eatings to a minimum, to the point where that your body's metabolism breaks down after 4, 5 o'clock. So it slows down. So you want to definitely just monitor that at that point in time, because eventually you have time to go to sleep. You're going to be sleeping on those carbs that you're consuming at a late hour.
Okay. So then if I'm someone that gets off late, it's best to get on my calories and carbs and all earlier in the day.
Yes, I would recommend that you try to really consume small portions throughout the day early. Therefore, it gives your body a chance to break it down as you're actually in your everyday active movements. I mean, when you're active, you're taking the kids, you're cutting the grass, you're doing a lot of things that's ongoing that you have to do. At later times of the day, you slow down, you get relaxed, you have a little glass of wine, whatever the case may be, but your body slows down.
Okay. Now, for someone that's not a big breakfast eater, like myself, I'm on the go quite early in the mornings. What can I do to still get something in the mornings without eating a full meal?
You have a lot of breakfast shakes that Carnation has a breakfast drink that's pretty safe and healthy, because anytime they offer it to the kids, it must be pretty much on the good basis. Oatmeal, if you can consume, is a full balanced meal. It's very good to consume if you're not like a bacon and eggs or etc. I would just say if you can't really eat a big breakfast, definitely make it a brunch or a strong lunch.
Can you give us a couple tips? We all have busy lives. We can't always make it out to the gym. So could you just give us a few tips that we could utilize at home so that we can still stay fit, stay healthy, stay active?
Early in the morning is the best time, in my opinion, to work out. I think the body has recovered. The blood is circulated. It's well relaxed, well rested. Then when you wake up and you actually start to work out, roll over, get out the bed, do maybe 10 push-ups. You can sit on the edge of the bed, knee raises. If you have any light weights, prep yourself in the mornings. That way when you wake up, your weights are right there. You stretch, and then you maybe get a couple of little reps. Nothing heavy, but something just to get your body motivated and get it going. Those things definitely get you a good first start. And the reason why I say first start is because you feel like once you take your shower, you're out the gate. You're not dragging. Coffee is good, but exercise is great.
Okay, great. Well, would you mind showing us a couple of those exercises?
Yeah, surely. I would be glad to.
We're going to head over to the workout area, and Christopher's going to show us some things you can do at home to stay fit, stay active, stay healthy.
Here we go. 3 simple exercises. Just in case you can't get to the gym, there's no excuse. We're going to get it in. Let's get it done. Basic bench press. Knees bent, butt to the floor. Always keep your inner core tight. Break it down at first. Get comfortable with your range of motion. Bring it in, pushing out and in. Next time, increase the intensity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then bring it back, and then remember to break it down. Then increase the intensity. Second exercise, to a basic squat. Gluteus maximus tight, quads are tight, inner core. Keep your shoulders over top of your knees at all times. Stomach is tight. Take the pressure off the lower back. Squat down and up, down and up, down and up, down. Then you increase the intensity. 1, 2 short controlled bursts. Up and down, short and controlled bursts. If you want to get good, you can hold it and pause it out. Count it for 8, then stand it up. Then stretch it out. Second exercise. We're going to collaborate the 2, squatting down with a bench press. 3, let's break it down first. Down and press, down and press, down and press, down. Let's increase it up. 1, press, 2, press, 3, press, 4, press, 5, press, 6, press, 7, press, 8, press. And then change up your various slow it down, speed it up, total body workout, getting it in early in the morning. Let's go.
I'd like to thank my guest, Mr. Christopher Goode, for spending some time with us and showing us useful tips to stay healthy. When we come back, I'll be talking with Ms. Charelene James, owner and founder of Body and Soul Salon and Spa. She's going to teach us ways that we can unwind and de-stress through spa treatment.
Oh, sweetheart. Gonna give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I had a problem. I just couldn't stop littering. I shoved newspapers between bus seats, and when my cup was empty, I just threw it anywhere. Oh! This trash, it was just sticking to me. People didn't like me. I couldn't get on the bus. Oh, I finally realized it's time for me to do my part.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome home, man.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
We're here with Charelene James, owner of Body and Soul Salon and Spa. Charelene, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your salon today.
Thank you for having us.
We know you're very, very busy. How long have you guys been in business?
I've actually been doing hair over 25 years.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful salon.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, April is Stress Management Month, so what better way to de-stress and unwind than to take a trip to the spa? So tell us some of the services that you offer here.
Actually, it's funny that you would mention that because in April we are also promoting Spa Week along with other services that we render here at Body and Soul. We do everything from body treatments to facials to manicures and pedicures, which are all good for relaxation and to de-stress.
Okay, great. That sounds good. So how often should someone, schedule a spa treatment?
I always recommend that if you can get it into your schedule once a month, it's good to get it in for once a month. If you can do more, that's great, but a minimum of once a month.
So Charelene, with trying to unwind and de-stress, some people may be concerned about the cost. Is it affordable to get spa treatments?
Yes, the spa treatments are very affordable. Our packages and our services range anywhere from $30 to $200 or more.
Okay.
Or more.
Okay, so if I'm on a budget, I can still budget. I
Oh,
can still
yes.
get it in. Okay,
oh, yes,
great.
you definitely can.
Great. Now, let's say I can't make it to the spa, for a little bit. What are some things that I could do at home just to pamper myself until I can get back to the spa?
I would definitely recommend just getting into a quiet place and relaxing, removing yourself from the day-to-day issues that we deal with. For some people, the bathroom might be a good place for you to go into and take a nice hot bath with some aromatherapy, or just allowing maybe someone in your household to just massage your feet. Things of that nature can actually help you get by. Stretches are also good as well, because for our massage therapists, depending on your consultation, sometimes we recommend stretching for at home to allow you not to build that stress level back up, but to start breaking it away.
Wow, that's really helpful. That's a good tip. What about hair? I know you do hair as well. You mentioned you've been doing hair for 25 years. What are a couple tips that you can give, as far as if you're working out and you're trying to stay fit, but you still want to maintain that hairstyle?
Actually, that is a very good question, because we have a lot of natural hair guests now that are people who have gone from chemical services to being natural. So working out is major by way of being able to maintain your style and still be able to work out, because you cannot be cute and work out. It's either going to be one or the other. So I definitely would recommend making sure you understand how to tie your hair up, how to have yourself equipped when you do go work out. I don't know if you remember the headbands that they used to wear back in the 70s, to put something like that around your head to collect the sweat and the salt, so that when your body temperature kind of calms back down, all of that sweat will go into there and not stay in your hair. And at some point, you're going to need to get it re-shampooed and conditioner, because salt laying in your hair will thoroughly dry it out. So there are different things that you can do and still have natural hair, because I do a lot of pressing and curling as well, and still be able to walk away with the hairstyle.
Well, I know there's a lot of people watching right now that are going to truly be relieved to hear that, because fitness is so important.
It is.
But we still want to look good, so I'm glad we mentioned that. Another thing, what other services do you offer?
We actually offer facials. Okay. We do anything from mini facials to our deep pore cleansing facial, which is our most extensive facial. For our young ladies, the mini facials are great, because when they're going through puberty, to get some skincare regimen starting, because they're starting to wear makeup and they're in school, and it just helps them to have better habits so that they don't mess their skin up before they come into womanhood. We also do massage services. All of our services here at Body and Soul are customized. So when you come in for a treatment of any sorts, you will sit down with one of our professionals. They will have a thorough consultation with you and find out what your needs are. So 2 people may come in for the same service, but no 2 people will get the exact same service because it definitely depends on what your needs are. With our massage services, we do anything from, like I said, customized massage, where you can get several different types of modalities within your massage, meaning you can get a Swedish, a deep tissue, myofascial, reflexology, sports massage for men. You can get all of those techniques within one massage setting. We also do hot stones. We also do body treatments. We do a Dead Sea mud mask treatment with a citrus mint scrub. We also do a herbal hibernation wrap where your body is literally wrapped up in a cocoon, and it helps to detoxify and purge your body of any toxins. And then you also get a scrub with that particular service as well.
Wow, you offer a lot of great services.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely want people to know where you're located and how they can reach you if they have questions about some of those services that you just mentioned. So tell them again where you're located and how they can reach you.
Well, Body and Soul is located at 6401 Harford Road, Baltimore, Maryland 21214. You can also go to our website, and our website is www.body, and is written out, soulsalon.com. And when you go to our website, it is very personal. You can actually do a virtual tour of our business. You can also see the services, spa packages, products that we use as well. And you can always reach us through Facebook and Twitter. When you go to our website, we have a direct link if you're on social media to Facebook and Twitter so that you can follow us in that manner as well. And our phone number is 410-426-8680.
And repeat that one more time.
Our phone number is 410-426-8680.
Thank you so much, Charlene. I'd like to thank my guest, Charlene James, and you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
There is also a very attractive extended warranty option that includes free service and parts for the next 5 years. But there's no need for you to get that. You failed to get the test you needed at the doctor that would have detected disease early enough where it could have been treated. So you won't be around in 2 years to see him grow up, which means the warranty would be useless. Okay, sign here, please.
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Oh, sweetheart. Gonna give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Any questions?
What kind of service plan does this come with?
Unlimited.
Can I keep my same phone number?
Absolutely.
How do I change the ringtone?
Just hook it up to your computer.
Does it have a camera? What's the warranty? Does it come in silver? Can I put my party shuffle on this? Does it have a 3.5 millimeter headset jack? You sell a lot of these?
It's the one I carry.
You ever get those phantom vibrations in your pocket?
Any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
My next guest, Miss Eleasa Du Bois. She's a weight release and weight management coach. She's going to share with us ways to eat healthy, stay fit and trim, and get rid of those unwanted pounds. Miss Eleasa Du Bois. Eleasa, thank you so much for giving us some time out of your busy schedule. I know you talked about being a weight release professional. You can teach people how to lose weight and release weight. How long have you been on your journey, and what inspired you?
It's been 3 years now, and I got to a point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we get that way from time to time. And basically, I had been heavy off and on all my life. But one day I just said, you know, it's time to be healthy for real. And basically, I made a decision. And once I made a decision, I decided to commit. Because in my family, there was hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol. And most people in my family just sat around and waited for that to come around. I said, no. I'm going to be proactive as opposed to reactive once it shows up. So once I made the decision and I committed to a healthier lifestyle, that was it.
And I know you had some personal successes that you have to be so proud of.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Absolutely. I got to a point where, you know, sometimes when you lose 1 pound, you get excited, and then you lose 5, and then you lose 10. I was actually able to lose 65 pounds in just 11 months.
Wow, that's awesome.
And 30 of that was actually in my first 5 weeks.
Wow.
Now, 30 pounds in 5 weeks is a lot of weight in a little bit of time, but I finally found a program that worked for me. Because I had tried everything. You name it, I had tried it, sometimes twice.
Right, right.
And you know, you keep trying things because you still have that quest to succeed and you're passionate about achieving a goal. But I could never lose more than 20 pounds with any program that I tried. So once I tried all these programs that never worked, I finally heard about a program that made me go, And it sounded too good to be true at first, but then I like to research. Because if it's too good to be true, I want to actually see what's going on. So I did my research and it panned out. I said, this is legal and it works. I think I'm onto a gold mine. And next thing you know, I started. And also I incorporated a success team. I got some coaches that helped me really stay on point and be accountable. And the next thing you know, I started seeing results, like 3 to 5 pounds a week consistently. And I had never experienced that before. And I was like, I can finally get rid of these hips. So I was excited about that.
Great, that is very exciting. I know you are happy, you feel great, right?
I do. And you know, it's not just about the look, it's about that feeling of health and vitality, because I've always been very active, very energetic, but when you gain weight, especially when you're like over 50 pounds overweight, your energy is just compromised, you're tired all the time, and a lot of times it's because we're eating to actually keep ourselves sick and tired.
Right.
So once I started having the mindset of eating to live and not living to eat, I started nourishing my body with the right foods so that I could release the weight. And you know, releasing weight is much a bigger ideal than losing weight, because the difference is, for instance, when you lose something, you want to find it. If you lose your keys, you want to find it.
Right.
If you lose your kid in the mall, you want to find them. Well, with weight, you want to lose it, never to find it again.
Exactly.
So when I started talking about releasing of weight, it's because a lot of times when we gain weight, it's not about the food. It's about the factors that lead to food. So what my company does is we actually talk to you about your habits, your lifestyle, and we get to the root of why you continue to turn towards food for comfort. So once we can figure that out and have you change your paradigm, then we're on a roll.
So, because I think that's one of the biggest things with people. They lose weight, but then they gain it right back.
Yes.
What would be your biggest thing that you would tell someone that's saying, I've lost the weight, now how do I maintain that weight loss?
You have to have a power team. And a power team can be a girlfriend, it can be a group of fitness buddies, it can be co-workers where you know, at lunchtime you may eat for half an hour and then go out and walk for a half an hour. But you have to set success anchors for yourself, and that's something we do in all other areas of our life. We do it at work, we do it at church. You have to do it for yourself too. So you have to put things in place to make you succeed and also keep you accountable, because we don't accept excuses from our kids, but we accept them from ourselves. And we have to definitely learn and be passionate about being accountable to ourselves and have others to keep us accountable to ourselves as well.
I like that. I like that. It's not an individual effort, it's a team effort.
Exactly.
I think that's really important. Now, when you go into stores, you see all these supplements, all these weight loss products. You can be slim in 2 hours, you know, or 30 days or whatever. Are those products safe? And if they are, how do you choose one? I mean, there's so much to choose from. How do you decide which one is right for you?
Again, it's about research, and also it's about results. And there are some things out there that have different ingredients that may be harmful for you, especially if you're a person that's dealing with certain conditions like hypertension and diabetes, and you're on medication that you can't take other things that may counteract the medication. So I always encourage people to do research, and I can only really talk about some of the things that I've actually done because I wasn't a supplement person myself. But when you learn how to select supplements and if they're actually good for you, that's when you're on a good plan. So I always encourage people, first I sit down with them, I consult with them, we talk about their lifestyle and what their needs might be, because everybody's needs are different. And when you're looking at supplements, always get organic.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of fillers and things in supplements that can definitely be bad for you, especially long term. So talk with someone that's had results and actually taken what you're interested in, but also do your research.
Wow.
That is key.
You provide us with a lot of great information. Another thing that I see, a lot of people are turning into vegetarians and vegans, but I've heard that if you're working out and you're trying to get fit, that you want to have a good amount of protein in your diet, amino acids. How do you balance that if you decide, hey, I'm thinking about going the vegetarian or the vegan route?
It's possible. It's definitely possible. And the key is, again, education. And a lot of times people think that vegetarians and vegans don't eat well and therefore they can't sustain a fitness regimen or even become like fitness competitors. Well, I actually am a vegan. And I was a vegetarian for 17 years before transitioning. And again, I did my research because I wanted to be fit long term. And the key is you have to eat in volume. You know, most times people think you can only get protein from meat products. Not so. They're nuts, they're seeds, and also vegetables have protein. Most people don't realize that. Sun-dried tomatoes have 14% protein in them. Whereas, say for instance, parsley may only have 3%, but still there's some protein in it. There are things like portobello mushrooms, there are alfalfa sprouts that also have protein.
Soybeans are high in protein as well.
Soybeans. So there are some key vegetables that when you eat them in volume, they can give you the same amount of protein as you would get from eating, say, a 6-ounce steak. So again, it's about eating in volume. And oftentimes when you have those little plates where you have the big section and the two smaller sections, we usually put carbs in the big section, or we put our meat source. That's where you put the vegetables. And as a vegan, that's where you can actually make salads and different kind of steamed vegetable combinations that can actually get you closer to your goal for protein. So eating in volume is the key.
Now tell us what sets your program apart is different from other programs, because there are a lot of programs out there that promise to get you slim really quick. You talk about releasing weight. So what sets your program apart is different?
Well, releasing weight is key. Again, we actually get to the core root of the concern. We actually help you realize the limiting beliefs that lead to weight gain. Stress, problems at work, problems with your family. We help you to cope and manage that so that you can learn how to turn to other things other than food. And also, we have the ability to give you instant results, to give you a snapshot of what you will look like once you achieve your goal. With most programs, you have to actually get started and have some time surpass before you can see any results. We actually have the capacity to give you a snapshot of how you'll look and how you'll feel once you actually get closer to your goal. And that's something that most companies can't do. So once we give you an incentive with that temporary snapshot and you're like, oh my God, I can achieve that, we get you excited about achieving your goals.
Wow, that is amazing. That is just great. I know people out there are going to have more questions for you. They're going to want to know how to contact you. Tell us how we can reach you.
Absolutely. My company name is Body Makeover, and we focus on helping women release 20 pounds or more within a 90-day time frame. We also focus on nutrition from the inside out. So to get more information and reach us, you can go to www.thetightbodychronicles.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, because of course, that's where everybody is now.
Right.
And on Facebook, we're under Tight Body Makeover.
Okay, and is there a phone number that we can reach you at?
Yes, our office is at 866-427-5503.
Thanks, Eleasa. We really enjoyed all those tips you shared with us on how to release weight. When we come back, we're going to have a young lady that's going to talk about total woman wellness. Don't you go anywhere.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome home, man.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
It's close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere.
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
My next guest, Miss Delayna Keller-Watkins. There's so much I could say about this lady. But first of all, she's an RN with her bachelor's degree. She teaches total woman wellness. Ladies, are you ready? Miss Delayna Keller-Watkins. Delayna Keller-Watkins, so happy to have you on To Your Health today. RN, bachelor degree, total women wellness coach. What is it that you don't do, Delayna?
Well, thanks, Cherie, for having me on your show, To Your Health. And I am, as you stated before, a registered nurse, a women's wellness coach. I just love it. And what I do is I give women the total woman wellness package. And I like to call myself your total wellness solution for women. So what I do is I have several different services that I offer, and as we go through and talk, I'll tell you a little bit more about what that is. But for now, just jump right in and let's talk about total woman wellness.
Great, that is awesome. So Delayna, tell me, what are some of the things that women need to be concerned about with their health and their wellness?
Well, first of all, Cherie, the biggest thing is women need to have the knowledge. And I think what happens is over time, because women don't have the knowledge, we wait until something occurs and then we try to obtain the knowledge. So first of all, what I try to instill in women is get the knowledge. Make sure that you have your annual tests that need to be done. And for most women, they always say, well, I don't have time. You have to create time. As far as your monthly healthcare practitioner visit, schedule it during your birthday month. You know that that's going to come around every year. So that's one place to start, is gain the knowledge.
A lot of times as women, we tend to neglect our health and wellness because we're so busy taking care of everyone else. What would you say would be the biggest area that women neglect?
Yeah, absolutely. Outside of time, the other reason is, again, putting others before themselves. We are nurturers by nature. So what we tend to do is we can tell you everything about what's going on with our family members, our children, but we neglect to really pour back into ourselves. So that typically is usually the reason, is those top two things: lack of knowledge and then the time, not creating the time to care for yourself.
Right,
So,
you're right, because as a mother myself, I'm constantly worrying about what are my kids eating, what are they doing, are their doctor's appointments scheduled, but sometimes, you know, I can tend to neglect what I need to do.
Absolutely. And my solution to that, and I'll tell you what I usually try to do with the Total Woman Wellness, is let your children and your spouse, your significant other, whomever that's in your love circle, know that your time is just as important as their time as well. So what you do is you gain the momentum by having them to buy into your me time. So you let them see that without the me time, what could potentially happen if they don't support that. So you allow them to sort of see that mommy having the me time and caring about herself has rewards and benefits to it.
Great.
So that way also it's a family affair to see that, you know, mommy has to have her wellness time and her me time.
And then the kids will end up reminding you,
Exactly.
right? Of
You know, I've
course.
told you that before, because if
Exactly.
you don't get the me time, my kids will actually say to me, Mommy, is it time for your me time? You know, have you done your things for you? So if you get them to buy in, not only will you gain the level of respect, but then you'll also achieve what it is that you're hoping to achieve by, again, putting back into yourself and paying attention to your health and wellness.
Right.
So.
Now, when you talk about taking care of yourself at home, what are some things that women can do at home to make sure that they're taking care of their total wellness?
Some ways that women can utilize their space at home or while they're home to focus on their wellness is, and I like to focus on, again, total woman wellness, mind, body, and spirit. So some things they can do is find some space in their home and just kind of create some me space where they can read, meditate, listen to some of their favorite songs, and also do devotional. Create a spa within their own bathroom. That's very relaxing. You know, as you know, with yourself being the stress manager, that's one thing that helps us to kind of, you know, refuel and renew and refresh, is to be able to do that. So that's what women can do in their own space that really does not cost them any money, and just creating that time.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now, there are certain things, you know, that as women, we just cannot avoid making sure that we take care of on a monthly basis.
Absolutely.
Talk about some of the things you just cannot avoid being a woman and taking care of your total body and your wellness.
Sure. I like to tell women, again, to start at the top of your crown of your head to the bottom of your soles of your feet, really. And starting at the top of your head, you really always, of course, want to do your eye exams, you know, do your dental screenings and things like that. And then you start breasts. Breast health is probably one of the most neglected areas that women do not focus on. Outside of doing your yearly mammogram, you really should do your self breast exam. every month at the same time, which is generally 5 to 7 days after your menstrual cycle. So make sure that you're doing your breast self-exam. The other highly neglected area for women is your GYN visits. Also make sure you're doing your yearly pap smears to check, especially if you're in that high-risk category where you have family members that may have potentially had breast cancer or ovarian cancer. So those two areas we generally like to focus in on and educate women about. As I said before, it's the lack of knowledge, so make sure you're getting your breast exams and your GYN visits.
Right, and what about mammograms? How often should women, and what age group should they be when they start to get their mammograms?
Absolutely. It's usually at the age of 40, you should get a yearly mammogram. However, if you're in that high-risk category, meaning that your mother, sister, or aunt has breast cancer or has had breast cancer, check with your healthcare practitioner because you're going to be recommended to get it a little bit earlier, just to get a baseline. And then from that period on, they generally will tell you then when to come in. But you definitely want to get a baseline before you turn 40 if you have a direct maternal or paternal relative with breast cancer.
Right.
Okay.
Wow, Delayna, thanks a lot. This has been very, very informative.
Absolutely.
Ladies, make sure you take care of your health and wellness. You know, knowledge is the answer, but prevention is the key. So if by doing these monthly tests and having your routine visits, you know, if that means that you're going to prevent some serious illness, it's definitely worth it.
Absolutely. And as you said, we have 3 defenses to a lot of what goes on and what occurs as far as cancer. It's knowledge, prevention, and detection. So get the knowledge, learn what you need to do to prevent it and or detect it. So those are the 3 things that it doesn't take very much for us to do. It's just a matter of us owning what we have as far as women and nurturing ourselves, because like I started off by saying, we nurture others, so we must nurture ourselves.
Well, Delayna, you're just a wealth of knowledge and information over here.
I love it. Again, women, you know, we're the ones, because we always pour out, you know, into others. So for me, it's a joy to let you know and kind of give women permission, really. That's what I tend to do as we're talking through, and just as, you know, we're having this general conversation, is at the end of the day, women just need to know and kind of been given the permission that it's okay to care for themselves.
Thanks again, Delayna. I greatly appreciate you being on the show today. You're just a wealth of information. You're giving us a lot to think about today. So thank you, thank you. Can you please let everyone know how to contact you?
The Total Woman Wellness can be found at totalwomanwellness.com. I host a monthly Women's Wellness Lounge, and you can find out more information about that on womenswellnesslounge.com. And monthly, we just really try to focus on different various health issues for women and put it in a social, healthy, happy hour aspect so that women sort of come together. I force you to relax and receive the information in such a way that you really are able to embrace it and nurture it. So again, Delayna Keller-Watkins, and I look forward to providing you more health and wellness information in the future.
I'd like to thank all my guests today for sharing helpful tips on how to stay well, how to stay fit. We want you around for a really long time. Until the next time, I'm Cherie Cofield, your hostess of To Your Health. Stay well.
There is also a very attractive extended warranty option that includes free service and parts for the next 5 years. But there's no need for you to get that. You failed to get the test you needed at the doctor that would have detected disease early enough where it could have been treated. So you won't be around in 2 years to see him grow up, which means the warranty would be useless. Okay, sign here, please.
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Any questions?
What kind of service plan does this come with?
Unlimited.
Can I keep my same phone number?
Absolutely.
How do I change the ringtone?
Just hook it up to your computer.
Does it have a camera? What's the warranty? Does it come in silver? Can I put my party shuffle on this? Does it have a 3.5 millimeter headset jack? You sell a lot of these?
It's the one I carry.
You ever get those phantom vibrations in your pocket?
Any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome home, man.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Now, come on. Come on! All right, I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still, love. 1 second, I know. Just
He's
okay, go, go, go!
No. Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.